Hello, everybody, and welcome to IC Markets Market Commentary. My name is Tamar Mer from Trade with Precision, and today I want to do a spotlight on the Japanese yen. Now, last week we saw many central banks increasing their interest rate, but the Bank of Japan has decided to keep their interest rate low, and we've seen some big moves in the yen and we've seen some good sell-offs. So what I want to do is have a look at a couple of charts involving the yen. And the first one is Swiss versus the yen. And what I'm starting with is the daily chart. And we can see we are back into an uptrend. We've got the moving averages 10, 20, 50, all fanning, all in the correct order for an uptrend and strong convergence on the momentum indicators. We had a strong push. We are overextended. So what I'm looking for is simply a pullback to test this previous swing high area from above. If and when the market will pull back into that area, we're also going to be back into the buy zone, that area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages. Now, I want to add another technical ingredient here, and that is the Fibonacci retracement. So from the low all the way to the top, and what we can spot is that area, that previous swing high, which sits on a round number of 138, is also about the 50% retracement. So there's a few technical ingredients that are clustering at that area, about the 50% retracement, the previous swing high, and also the round number of 138. So I'm looking for a pullback to test that level from above and a continuation of the move. A quick look at the higher time frames, and we can see that the higher time frames are also in a strong uptrend. Moving averages are fanning and in the correct order, and also overextended. So a bit of release of this buying pressure and looking for a continuation of this move. Next market is dollar yen. Now, dollar yen has broke through a monthly very strong level around the 135. And we can see here on the 4 hours the amount of consolidation that we had underneath that level. We reacted to that level, came back into it, consolidated underneath, and then broke higher. Just want to jump into the monthly so we can see the significance of that level. So we can see over here, let me just zoom out a bit. We can see how strong that level has been. We've been there before. We pushed through it. This is the area that we started the big push lower, and we are overextended, but we cleared that level. Looking at the weekly, we can see that the weekly is also in an uptrend, a very strong uptrend. You can see that reaction around that level, and now we're trading above it. On the daily is also very strong. We had that pullback. You can see we pull back into the averages, that area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages, the buy zone, and now we're continuing higher. So we already released a bit of that buying pressure around that level, and it's important to note that we are trading above that strong level of support and resistance. So with dollar yen, what I'm looking for is actually a potential trending opportunity on the lower time frame. With Swiss yen, the move is very strong and sharp, and we are overextended, very overextended on the daily. Currently, on the daily on dollar yen, we're not as overextended. We can see that this consolidation basically and pullback brought us back into the averages. So back into the 4 hours is where I'm looking for my potential opportunity. So this was the breakout above that level, and I like the fact that we broke up and we closed above it. So it's a big strong breakout. A candle closed above it and then continued slightly higher. So that to me shows more intentions from the buyers, and we can see that as we broke above that level, the momentum indicators also follow suit. So we have nice convergence. So what I'm looking for in this market is a pullback in the context of the 4 hours. So pullback again into the breakout level, potential bullish candle in this buy zone, and a continuation of the move. We can also add the Fibonacci retracement in this time frame and on this market. So from the low, the previous low, into the high. Let's just be precise here. And what we can see is again, we have that clustering of elements. So we have the 50% retracement clustering with this breakout level. What I like about dollar yen is that we also have a couple of touches on that level, and it is a significant level on higher time frame as well. So again, same idea, looking for a pullback to test this level from above and a continuation of the move. The last market is Aussie versus the yen, and this is slightly different. So if we'll take a look here on the daily chart, we can see that we actually haven't yet cleared the previous swing high. So potentially, if we get a pullback from here, that might continue lower. So this is a bit more risky as we haven't yet cleared this high on the daily chart. Looking at the weekly, what we can spot is on the weekly chart, we are in an uptrend. We made a higher high, but we're not too overextended. So I like that. It's not a strong momentum as we had on the Swiss yen or the dollar yen, but I like the fact that we're not too overextended. So what I'm looking for here again is on the 4 hours, but here I'm going to be looking for a different potential entry. So what I want to see is not just the pullback to test this breakout level. So in this case, it's around the 94.50 area where we had that previous touches. We broke above and now we're pulling back. We do have convergence on the momentum indicators, and I like that. But just to be a bit more careful because of the fact that we haven't taken this previous high, and I don't want to be caught up in a pullback on a potential move downward. What I'm looking for is for the market to push back below that level and then see sign of more buyers coming in and breaking that level again. So I'm not looking for a pullback to test that level from above. I'm actually looking to see how much the seller have around that area, and I'm looking to take another push from the buyers if and when we'll break again through that level. So a little bit of a different scenario. I'm going to be a bit more careful around Aussie yen because we haven't broken yet the high on the daily chart. So I'm looking for a different kind of entry. Happy trading, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon.